Hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry, it's a late start. Michael, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. Man, whew, it is a crazy morning. It is a crazy morning as is. Lower down this volume real quick. Okay, I think we should be good there. But yeah, good morning to you guys. Oh shoot, man, Fridays, man. My wife forgot her work phone, so I was like running around trying to look for it. The live stream had already started, and I was running around the house trying to look for it, and then I found it, and so she's gonna be on her way back here to grab it, and I had to put it downstairs so she could just run inside real quick. She's like, I was like, I'll meet you outside to give it to you, and she's like, you're on a live. I'm like, yeah, I am. But good morning to everybody. Glad to have you guys here. And in this video, we're just gonna kind of go over some Black Friday deals, look at some websites that have Black Friday deals going on, and then I just figured, like, people ask, like, what kind of laptop do I use? And so there's two different ones that I use, but there's one that I primarily use that I take with me from place to place, and so I'm going to show you guys what that is. Now that I got this new camera set up. Yeah, little by little, just, making some changes when I do live streams and do videos and whatnot with OBS. So that's kind of the reason why, for those who ask and they're like, oh, you don't use Restream or StreamYard anymore. It's like, I will from time to time, but, for a lot of the things that I want to do, like on live streams and on videos, I just use OBS. Right now I have a 2-camera setup, so I'll show you guys real quick. But yeah, so you guys can see my phones that I'm currently using. The laptop that I use the most outside of home, which is the Pixelbook, but I'll go over some of its features in a little bit. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's cool. A few people will be like, dude, you're getting like all excited because 2-camera setups. Shit, if I could have 3-camera setups, that would be pretty awesome. That would be. I probably could. I would just have to like mount. Because I use my smartphones as my webcams, and so I would just have to like have mounts in different areas on my PC desk and have it pointed at a certain angle. Then I could have multiple cameras. That'd be kind of like weird and crazy, right? To have like different angle shots. But for right now, I just have those two, right? Which is front view and then top-down view. For when I do like unboxings and stuff like that, I'll be doing that. Like if I want to do an unboxing live rather than just making a video, then I'll be able to do that on a live stream for everybody. So the link that you guys see in the chat, that is basically, brings you guys over to a Phone Arena that has, a compiled list of Black Friday deals. We'll kind of go over that after. But I want to go over directly for like, Best Buy, Amazon, and just, a couple of phone carriers and what Black Friday deals they have. And then I'll be going through the list that I've provided a link. Looks like we got some votes here. 4 votes. So looks like 2 smartphones, 2 for smartphones. We got one person that voted for a new phone service deal. That's nice. And another person that voted for a new PC or Mac. So hey, why not, right? I'll keep the poll going. Yeah, Anthony, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Yeah, so we got Michael, we got Anthony in the building. We'll see who else joins in. But yeah, let's go to display real quick so I can show you guys. Anyways, we'll start off with Best Buy. So we'll see. Black Friday is here and it ends on November 29th. Shop new doorbusters. And so these are the doorbuster sales right here. Oh, look at that, $169.99 for a 55-inch TCL F35 series LED 4K TV. Not bad, 55-inch. That seems pretty decent. It does. You got sales on some games, so save up to $40 on select EA Sports games. So, that's nice if you like to play like sports games on your PS5 or whatever console there is out there. I don't know. I think like Xbox is gone down and it's gone basically like cloud gaming. I don't know. Someone tell me on that. $420 on an Omnibook X Flip. It's a 2-in-1 16-inch with the AMD Ryzen AI 5 laptop after $420 savings. So It's $429.99 after the 420. So it's like almost 50% off. Almost 50% off. I don't know. We'll see. If you're looking to get a new vacuum, okay? Some people be like, a vacuum cleaner. Like, what's so great about that? I mean, you want to keep your house clean? If you don't clean your house. Anyways, yeah, cordless vacuum, right? So that's pretty nice. $229.99 for it. You save $270. So these are like all the doorbuster stuff. Here's where it's getting pretty interesting. $159.99 for some Sony WH-1000XM4s. They're headphones. They're only $159.99 after savings. So if you need to get yourself some new headphones just to kind of listen to some music and stuff, man, you could really do some things right there. The Apple Watch Ultra 2, the 2024 model edition, save $200 on select models. So you know, depending on configurations, you'll save $200 on that. And you know what? That's actually pretty cool because you can get yourself an Apple Watch Ultra 2 and combo that with saving $50 off the iPhone 16 unlocked. So you can get a brand new iPhone 16 and a watch on some savings there. But you know what? If you want to play around with some, you know, in development tech, you got the Ray-Ban Metas. And these are pretty cool because if you like to vlog or if you want to start vlogging, you know, lifestyle vlogs, you know, things that you do on a daily basis, these Ray-Bans really will come in handy. You use them to basically just get like a first person's eye view of like what you're doing throughout the day. You know, kind of use those clips. I really want to get one of these just because, like, you know, if I'm like, you know, mellowing about, say I go to Best Buy, I just want to fuck around inside there. I could wear these inside Best Buy and record video clips of like stuff that I'm looking at and fiddling around with and everything and make like a little vlog for you guys. I think that'd be pretty cool. How many of you guys would actually rock these Ray-Ban Metas? And then how many of you guys actually find them to be possibly intrusive? I would love to know that because I've heard people complain like when they see people wearing Ray-Bans now and they can kind of notice the camera on the sunglasses frame, they tend to want to get those people kicked out of establishments like restaurants and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know where it is in your neck of the woods, but where I'm at, this happens quite a bit. I could be dining, you know, on a dinner date with my wife on a Friday, and someone comes in with some Ray-Bans, and you know they're Ray-Ban Metas, and yeah, the you know, it's made known of what those sunglasses can do, and then they end up getting kicked out of the establishment. You know, like they're either told to put it away or to leave the premises. It's kind of crazy, but I always found it weird. Always found it weird when people complain about privacy, but then they post everything they do on Instagram. Go figure. So these are the Black Friday door busters. So as soon as you go in, so these are the stuff that you're going to be lining up at like 10 o'clock at night after you eat Thanksgiving dinner to like wait for the doors to open. Hopefully there's no shootings here in my city when all this stuff goes down, because that's crazy. Save big with 50% off or more, right? So then again, you got a 98-inch TCL Q55K series 4K UHD HDR. That's QLED smart TV, right? So normally priced at $2,499 is on sale for $1,000, basically. You can save 56% off this HP 15.6-inch laptop with an Intel Core i3. So it's a decently spec'd laptop. 128 gigs of UFS storage. That's like good for like college and stuff like that. But like if you're gonna try to game on it, I wouldn't say gaming on it would be that good. Maybe like light games and stuff like that. And then of course, you know, if you want something for your bedroom, a 40-inch TV for your bedroom, right? $99 for a TCL Q35F. It's a QLED smart TV. So not bad. And if you want something for like, you know, maybe like a game room or something like that, right? TCL 65-inch QM6K series. The 4K UHD HDR QD mini LED for $500. And you can get a Starlink mini kit AC dual band Wi-Fi system if you're deciding to sign up with Starlink. You can get that at Best Buy. It's 54% off, so it's going for $229 if you want to get one of those. Lenovo's got some big sales going on too as well. Again, with the Lenovo LOQ 15.6-inch Full HD gaming laptop. So here's a gaming laptop. Obviously, it's going to have better specs than the HP, but you have that. You have the Lenovo Yoga 7i 2-in-1 16-inch 2K touchscreen laptop. And then you have the Legion Go S. It's an 8-inch 120 hertz gaming handheld. So handheld gaming thing, gaming console. Like, looks like the Sega Game Gear. But I mean, that's how old I am. That's how old I am compared to a lot of people, right? I said Sega Game Gear. People would be like, what the fuck is Sega Game Gear? I mean, it's a gaming console. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that on a Nintendo Switch or whatever else. But obviously, I believe that's what the Legion is, like, Steam compatible, probably more than enough anything. And then, you know, they got some Lenovo A10Q 23.8-inch Full HD all-in-one like PC Intel processor, I guess. So these things are always find to be weird. These all-in-one computers. It's like the computer is the monitor and everything like that. I don't know. I find those weird. I don't like those types of setups. I'm too old school on that, so I don't know. But then, yeah, you got, you know, the Lenovo Yoga 7i 2-in-1 Copilot Plus PC 16-inch for $549.99. So, and then the IdeaPad Slim 3, which is a 15.6-inch full HD touch screen laptop for $400. So not bad on some of those deals. You got deals at Delight, like iPad select models as low as $279. If you're looking to get a new iPad, you definitely could do that at Best Buy. An LG OLED with AI, 50% off that TV. And then Mac computers select models as low as $479. So for those that are interested in Mac, you might want to check out Best Buy and see what you can find. You know, again, to kind of like highlight on these, if you're looking to get a new camera, the Canon EOS R100 4K video mirrorless camera, that one's going for about $499. So you're saving like 26% off of it. And then you got the Apple MacBook Air 13-inch laptop with the Apple M4 chip going for $749. So you save 25% off of that. So not too bad. Definitely go check out Best Buy and see what they have. Like, you know, they got some appliances too if you're looking to get like, what is those? Look at this, portable countertop ice maker. This actually be pretty damn cool. I might actually fly down to to Best Buy for one of these things. Yeah, you know how cool it would be to just have this on your table. No one has to get up from the table to get ice for their drinks. They just go and get this. That's pretty cool, honestly. I honestly feel like that. But anyways, yeah. So that is Best Buy. So we'll just kind of like knock that out. We got Amazon here. So I'm gonna take myself off for a second just to kind of focus just directly on the Black Friday sales here. But anyways, yeah, so this is what's going on with Amazon currently at this time. Some deals that they have. Let's go into tech and gaming. Kind of primarily focus on the tech and the gaming stuff. So let's see what they have. Looks like for Black Friday deal, a PlayStation 5 console Slim. So the PS5 Slim for $449.99. Wow. I tell you, man, gaming consoles are not cheap. Whatever happened to the days of Nintendo, man? I want to shed a tear. You poor young things out there. Oh, geez. Anyways. It's the 2025 MacBook Air 13-inch laptop with the M4 processor going for $749, 25% off. So that's kind of matching what Best Buy's deal is, right? And you got a PlayStation DualSense wireless controllers going for $54.99. So my son better be looking into that because one of his PS5 controllers broke. So he needs to replace it. So now's probably a good time for him to get it a lot cheaper because I think these things are like almost $100. Like almost $100 for a freaking controller? Get the flip out of here. Anyways, and you got the MetaQuest 3S. It's a 128 gig model VR headset. That one's going for $249, so 17% off. The listed price is $299 for it. And if you need additional storage for your PC, you have the Westgate Digital 20 terabyte external hard drive. I might actually want to pick one of these up because I have a 2 terabyte hard drive, and it's not full or anything like that. But having 20 terabytes, that would be pretty damn awesome. That would absolutely be awesome. And you got the Asus ROG Strix G15 gaming laptop going for $1,199. So you're looking to get a new gaming laptop. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, some of these are like Black Friday deals compared to Best Buy, right? Like this is the same laptop that Best Buy has, listed at the same price for $229. You have that, but then you also have like the Amazon Fire HD tablet with built for relaxation, 10.1 inch. It's got like I guess an attached speaker to it, so you can play ambient sounds and get some sleep or whatever. 50% off for it, $69. Get you one of those, and then of course they got the Amazon Fire HD 10 Kids Pro for kids. Yeah, the Acer Aspire Go 15 AI ready laptop. It's got a 15.6 inch full HD display. That's going for $199, so $200 for that. Not bad. Look at that. That's an 18 terabyte. Yeah, Western Digital. That's what Westgate did. Western Digital, 18 terabyte Red Pro NAS internal hard drive. So I guess you can beef up your internal hard drive on your PC with one of these. Yeah, $64 for a 2 terabyte external hard drive, but it's HDD. So, not too bad. CyberPower PC Gamer Extreme VR Gaming PC right here. That's going for about like $800. The Alienware 16 Aurora Gaming Laptop is about $899 for that. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Maybe I should get me one of these monitors. Just one single piece that, obviously slightly curves instead of having two different monitors. And I don't know. But anyways, Alienware AW34, 3423 DWF curved Q OLED gaming monitor for $500. And then they got the Alienware 34 curved gaming monitor. So this one's for $269. I'm going to go on a whim and say the difference is size. Yeah. I'm going to go out and guesstimate on that. I don't know about you guys. Like, what are you guys into? Oh, look at that. What game is... This has to be like custom for a game. I don't know what game, though. Honestly, I don't. You guys see how much I game? I don't know much about games these days. You tell me anything from the past, anything from way back in the day, and I'll tell you guys about the games that I played. But all this newer stuff today, I really don't know too much about. Honestly, I don't. Anyways, oh look at that! Google Pixel 9a with Gemini unlocked for $399, so $100 off. And then I got the Logitech G29 Driving Force Racing Wheel and Pedals. Are you serious? It's like this. Is this what people use to like play those? I see them all the time on YouTube Shorts where they're they're in this race car driving thing. Is this what they use? Like this is what they build their little rig with these these things? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind having that for a racing game if I was like playing like a PC version of Initial D. Then yeah, hell yeah, I would totally fuck with that. But I don't know. Good morning, Gene. What's up, man? Welcome in. I'm just kind of like looking through like different websites for Black Friday deals just to see what they have. Right now I'm on Amazon's website looking through their tech and gaming to see what they have for Black Friday sale. Let's see. Logitech C920 HD Pro PC webcam full HD at 1080p. So, I mean, I don't know exactly how good the resolution is for this webcam, but it's only $54, so you're like 21% off the pricing of it. Anyways, let me copy that, and then I'm going to paste it in the chat. That's for like the Amazon Black Friday listing right there. And then going over to Google Fi. So anyone that's looking to possibly switch over to Google Fi, these are some of the deals that they got going on right now. They're actually some pretty good deals though for like some smartphones and stuff like that. If you switch over, so the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL is save $500 off. So instead of $1,199, it's actually $699. So $100 less than the normal price of the Pixel 10. I have to point this out because I keep telling people like people are not going to buy the Pixel 10s at their full price, but they will buy it on sale. And tell me right now, the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL at $700 basically, is that a bad deal? I don't think so. And you get the a year of Google AI Pro, so you get the 2 terabyte Google One plan with Gemini Pro 3. Yeah, Gemini Pro 3 just recently came out because I just updated to use it since I have this 2 terabyte plan. So, but yeah, not a bad deal at all. Not a very bad deal at all. But if you don't want that, say you wanted a Galaxy S25 Edge, now's the time to get it on Fi because $600 off. So you're gonna get the Galaxy S25 Edge for $499. Right, so basically $500. That's a pretty good deal. And I'll tell you guys right now, the reason that the one thing I like about Google Fi phones is that they're not locked to Google Fi. So I mean, if you buy the Galaxy S25 Edge and you use Google Fi for say like 2 months and it doesn't work out for you, you don't need to contact Google Fi to unlock these phones. They're already unlocked. You just cancel your service and then you just go where you want to go, and you could bring the S25 Edge. So like, yeah, the S25 Edge is like $500. The Razer Flip 2025 is $300 for it right now. And then the regular 10 Pro is $499. That's not bad. And then the base Pixel 10 is $449. Pretty much the same deal that I got it for, because I told you guys when I pre-ordered my Pixel 10, because I was upgrading on Google Fi, it was $350 off, and so I got it. Got it for $449. That's the price that I paid for the Pixel 10. Anyways, so you can get the Galaxy S25 Ultra for $700, $699. So if you want that, you can go for that. Or the Galaxy Z Flip 7 for $500, or the Z Fold 7 for $1,349.99. Right, you're saving $650 off of that, and that's not including like a trade-in if you guys do a trade-in thing. You get the Galaxy Watch 8, so you can get that at $199. You save $200 off of that. So that is Google Fi's holiday Black Friday Cyber Monday deal. So we'll just kind of go out of that and we'll jump over to Boost Mobile. Oh my God, what ad is Boost Mobile gonna try? And I don't know, it was just my thing. Anyways, yeah, $10 a month for the first 2 months when you sign up with Boost Mobile. That's funny. Jeebus, where's the deals? Let's see, shop all phones. Oh, here we go. Let's go to deals real quick. See, iPhone 16e, $100 when you sign up with Boost Mobile now. iPhone 15 is going for about $200 with their unlimited premium plan. So that's like, I don't really see too much on Black Friday deals. I'll have to circle back to Boost Mobile and find out like if they have specific Black Friday deals, because that's what I search for, and it's not giving me anything that's like Black Friday related or Cyber Monday related. So I wish all carriers were like that, where you get a phone and when you leave, it's unlocked, so you can go somewhere else. Yeah, I wish the same thing too, Gene. I honestly do. Well, yeah, Pixel phones are pretty popular at this point in time right now. Regardless of what us techies can pick apart with the Pixel 10, they're pretty popular. So yeah, you're gonna see advertisements all over the place. They're finally doing a push for their brand. It's about time they did that. So not really anything I'm seeing on Boost Mobile, so dismiss that. And let's go to Visible. And let's see what they have. It's like iPhone 17 Pro. Oh my gosh. Get holiday deals. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. See, Visible makes it also easy for us. Yeah, Switch 26, you can get Visible base for $19 a month for 26 months. So a year, 2 years and 2 months. Not bad at all. So Black Friday deal, get 50% off our best plan. So join Visible with your own phone before December 9th and you save $225 a year on Visible Plus Pro. Use promo code Black Friday 50. Also, if you sign up for that, you can get the Visible Plus Pro plan. You can get it for a year. That means that it's like what, 40? It's like $45. Yeah, it's like $45 for it normally. So half off would be $22.50 a month is what you would pay for that plan. That's not bad. That's even lower than the base plan price, which is at $25. So that's significant savings there, and you get all the benefits of the Pro benefits. Yeah, then Apple Watch SE on us with any new iPhone. So buy a new iPhone with Visible, and you get an Apple Watch SE for free. They give you one. You use promo code Apple Watch. Of course, you bring a friend, you get $20, and then they do their comparisons against AT&T and T-Mobile. Yeah. Yeah, the ultimate experience. So if you use the code Switch26, this is what the pricing will be for each of the 3 plans. So $19 for the base, $26 for the Plus, and $33 for the Plus Pro. So in my opinion, doing the Switch26 promo code with Visible on the Visible Plus Pro, it's a lot better than their Black Friday deal where it's half off for a year. Because it's half off for a year, which yes, you're paying $22.50 for that plan for 1 year, versus paying $33 a month for 2 years and 2 months. This would be the better option as far as the deal. But that's Visible for you guys. That's pretty much what they got. No, I'm not trying to sign up with anything, so leave me alone. Yeah, leave me alone. The website. I don't want pre-owned phones and stuff like that. Home internet holiday deals. So yeah, if you get Verizon Home Internet, Samsung 43-inch class Q7F QLED TV on them. So you get one of these TVs if you sign up with Verizon Home Internet plans. So you got the Fios plan starts as low as $20 a month for a limited time with AutoPay, Mobile Plus home discount, and bonus discount for 3 years. God, buying a phone from like a major carrier sounds almost as if like you're fucking, getting a car from a car dealership. You feel like you're getting took. What up, Nguyen Dang? What's up, man? Welcome, man. With select Verizon Home Internet plans, you can get a Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Fan Edition 5G. So you can get a Samsung tablet. Nintendo Switch system on us with select Verizon Home Internet plans. So you can get like the old school Nintendo Switch. I think you could pick like one of these. I don't think you get all of these for getting the Verizon Home Internet, because that would be so crazy. That would absolutely be so crazy if you got that. Let's see. Pixel 10, Watch, and Tab all on us. Phone with new line on my plan. Service plan required for Watch and tablet. No trade-in required. So what do you get? Like the Google tablet, or you get like a generic tablet? They are going downhill, Verizon. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt Verizon going downhill. It's not like I have anything against them. It's just nothing stays on top forever. Something is going to become king, and then eventually something else is going to like replace that, right? It's the game of Thrones. Huh, no pun intended. Anyways, yeah. So I mean that's Verizon. There ain't really too much happening there. And Black Friday, 50% off with Mint Mobile. New customers get 3 months of unlimited premium wireless, now $15 a month. And so I'm not going to put my address in there because it shows it right here again. And you get, they got 5G home internet with Mint Mobile, right? It's reliable. It's a limited 5G home internet powered by T-Mobile starting at $30 a month with a Mint phone plan. So you have to have a Mint phone line in order to get the home internet. Let's see. Get a year of unlimited for yeah, we already know that. Limited time offer, Galaxy S25, $450 off. So the price of the phone is $530 if you get it, or you can get the Galaxy A16 at $195 with Mint Mobile. Yeah, okay. That's Mint. Mint for sure. Now let's see what T-Mobile's got. Get a head start with our best early 2025 Black Friday deals on popular brands, including Apple, Samsung, Google, and more. Explore these offers. iPhone 17, get 4 on us, plus 4 lines for $25 a line a month. And that is on their Essentials promo plan. I guess if you want to get you and your family all new iPhone 17s, that's a pretty decent deal. Let's see here. Save 20% off. So you save up to 20% versus the other big guys. Okay, whatever. Or similar to the iPhones, you can get 4 Galaxy S25s plus 4 lines of service at $25 a line a month if you like Samsung over Apple. Well, notice they don't have like get 4 Pixel 10s. That would be kind of funny. Verizon laying a lot of employees off. You know what? I don't even know why everyone's shocked about that. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, Gene. So get ready to have your socks kicked off with this one because I'm about to go in on that. You know, Verizon laying off employees. Like there's something that everyone's got to get with the program, whether you like the program or not. I'm about to spit that. So give me a sec. Home internet savings worth celebrating. So you get up to $300 back. So order online and get up to $300 back via virtual prepaid card with T-Mobile 5G home internet. Switch now and save for what matters this season. Yeah, whatever. Okay, the phone deals. Get the Pixel 10 on us. So you get a free Pixel 10 if you sign up with T-Mobile. Online exclusives. Look at the top 2, people. You guys got to pay attention to this. Online exclusives. So walking into a store. No. Plus Pixel Buds 2a on us. So you get a Pixel 10 for free, Pixel Buds 2a for free. If you sign up with T-Mobile online. Nice. The Ultimate Pro, the iPhone 17 Pro on us. Not bad of a deal. Like Apple had to outdo them. It's like you're giving people a base model Pixel 10. We're gonna give them the Pro. That's funny. Via 24-month bill credits with eligible trade-in on our Experience Beyond plan. Okay, so you gotta pay for it, and then you get 24 months of bill credits. Let's see, online exclusive. Oh wait, this one's trade in your eligible phone in any condition for this, so you have to trade in. And this one, online exclusive, the Motorola Razr Ultra on us, no trade-in needed. So you get it with 24 monthly bill credits with a new line on Experience More or Beyond. Moto Buds with it. The purchase of a qualifying Moto Razr device on a qualifying plan plus tax. So you're going to pay the taxes on that. And then they got the Revel 8 Pro. I don't even know why. Like, I don't know. I just don't go for these carrier dealer phones. They kind of suck. In my opinion, they do. Yeah. Okay, enough of T-Mobile. You guys want to know T-Mobile? Go to T-Mobile. All right, so top deals at a glance. Okay, so this one is $300 off the Pixel 10 Pro Fold on Amazon. I think we saw that. The Galaxy S25 Ultra saved $362 on that. We saw that, but we didn't see this. OnePlus 13, less than $700 with Amazon's epic Black Friday deal. Let's take a look at that. Well, it's not really just only the new CEO there. There's something bigger that I don't get why it's not really like discussed. So I'm just gonna discuss it because no, I don't really see people kind of mentioning it. Well, everyone's always like the new CEO or the new board members or whatever whatnot. But there's like one big overarching thing that's like, yeah. Anyways, so here it is: OnePlus 13, 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 of storage. Dual SIM unlocked Android phone, Snapdragon 8 Elite. Yeah. We already know about all that stuff. Hasselblad camera. What is the price? The price is right. Come on down. Da-da-da-da. Whatever. So it's not even giving a price. What? Okay, here's the buying options. $799 for the 512 model unlocked. Same for the blue one. Same configurations. Yeah, so like $800 for that. The OnePlus 13R is $549 in both color variations. Okay, thanks a lot for that one. Android 16's been out, man. Where you been? It's been out for a while. It came out in August. Let's see. We're already like right now we're on so there's Android 16 and then there's the QPR2 beta 3.3 which is beta testing the upcoming variants of Android 16. But yeah, it's been out. The newest thing that's even hit the market with Android 16 is the whole themes. But like right now, there's only 3 themes you can pick from for the Pixel UI, and that's based on the movie Wicked, which I'm not a fan of that movie, so it's no reason that I would run a theme on it. But I'll show you here in a little bit. I got a topside view camera now, so I can show you guys some stuff while I'm live streaming. But anyways, a lot of this stuff is like pretty close to it. Like iPhone 16e now $399 at Mint Mobile, and then you got the Pixel 9 Pro under $750 off select 256 models from Amazon, and the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Grab it now for $462 off in select 512 variants. So you have that. They got these like Pixel deals. They got a couple of more here, like see, we saw that one earlier on Amazon. A Galaxy S25 Fan Edition, so save $175 on it on Amazon, as well as the S25 Plus. We've seen some of these deals on Amazon already earlier. So the Z Flip, we've seen that. S24 Ultra, score $450 off at Walmart. So $949, not a really good deal in my opinion. Let's see, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 Fan Edition. There really is? I didn't know there was a Fan Edition Z Flip 7. Anyways, at Walmart for $649. And you got the A36 at Best Buy for $274. Yeah. Pixel deals. We got the Pixel 10 Pro XL, now $300 off. So yeah, you can get it pretty cheap. $350 off the Pixel 9 Pro XL. And the 10 Pro is $250 off. These are all on Amazon, so you can go on Amazon and see those deals. Pixel 9 Pro $350 off on Amazon, as well as the 10 Pro Fold $300 off on Amazon. And the regular Pixel 9 is $300 off, so you can get that for like $399. Pixel 9a save $100 if you get that. Pixel 10 save $200 off of its price, and the 9 Pro Fold you save $449. So not bad at all when it comes to those. Yeah, I mean, the simplest way to find out what version of Android is out, if you're ever just curious, right? But I'll show you here. Let me go back to the display real quick. But yeah, just go to android.com. And then when you go to android.com, and then you'll know which version of Android comes out. You can see AI, Android, Androidify, like any news that has to do with Android version, security patches, any of those types of things. Just go there. Android 16, and you'll get all the info you need to know if it was released or if it's still in beta. It'll tell you all that stuff there. So, but yeah, that'll that should work out, right? You should be able to get closing out that window. Whew. Crazy insane. Anyways, yeah, so let me show you real quick what I mean by like the themes. So we'll open up Pixel 10, shut up, offer up. Go to wallpaper and styles. And then now there's theme packs, and when you go on that, now you have like, you know, the Wicked theme. So there's like 3 different packs based on characters of the movie. And when you choose those, when you choose any one of those themes, it literally has like sound changes and everything too. So like ringtones, notification sounds change, all that stuff changes. It's like almost similar to Samsung's theming. They still got some things that they got to figure out, but of course, for the most part, they only have 3 themes for right now, so it's still a work in progress, in my opinion. I just think that because so many people were absolutely, excited that Google Pixels was going to have theming, that they decided to give us this. It's kind of like a placeholder, right? Like, okay, we'll give you themes right now, and these are the 3 themes because you know they're working, with the whole Wicked for Good or whatever it's called, that movie. So yeah, they have those themes ready and available for people that are big fans of the movie or whatnot. I don't get this trend today, right? Like when I was growing up, it was okay to have a good guy, it was okay to have a bad guy. It's what it is. And it's like a lot of, time classic movies and stuff that I grew up watching today is all about trying to justify their villain behavior or take them out of the villain spotlight and make them a good person. I don't know. That's like watching Batman, the upcoming movies of Batman and the Joker. They make a backstory for the Joker for people to feel so sorry. As a matter of fact, they tried to. The one with what's his name, Joaquin Phoenix, who played the Joker and everything like that. They gave him a backstory. He was, he was mentally abused as a child growing up and all that other stuff. He became the Joker. Like okay, good thing they didn't have Batman in that movie. But yeah, no worries about getting confused. All right, so let's address this thing, right? Because it's Friday. I didn't really have much of a topic other than just looking at some Black Friday deals to see what was out there. But let's talk about, the Verizon employee layoff and why this doesn't come as a shocker to me. And, I'm not just going to blame the CEO. You got to blame the times. The writing is on the wall, and I keep, kind of highlighting that. Like, I'm flashing a flashlight on the wall so you guys can read the fine print. But a lot of companies are trying to go online only. They're trying to go online only because it works. And if it can save them having to pay out of the pocket for a brick and mortar store, they're going to do it, right? The entire reasoning for a company to even go public and to have board members who have invested by purchasing shares of the company is that they want to make money. They want to make a return. If I came in with $14 billion investment and bought so many shares of Verizon and became a board member, I'm expecting residuals back on my $14 billion. I'm not expecting for you to hand me a check 10 years from now and be like, here's your $14 billion you invested in our company. We used that money very well. Thank you for your service. No. In 10 years, I expect that $14 billion to be worth $28 billion. And then if I want to take my money out, you're going to pay me that $28 billion, or at least a percentage of it out, like 75% of it. Pay that out to me. And the other 25% of my investment, re-put it back into the company as an investment. And I keep my seat as a board member. So people may not like this, but this is how business works. And the one thing that I always find funny is that people will jump and be like, yeah, enterprise, industry, businesses, all evil, evil, evil. But you damn well know that if you start your own business, you're not starting a business to hand out free shit and not make any money. you are going to price your stuff a certain way. You're going to see that maybe you don't get enough kickback for what you do, so you're going to increase the price. You're going to try to increase the price of your product. You're going to try to get your product moved, and you're going to try to pay less money trying to move that product. So, marketing, maybe you'll go ad campaign on YouTube and have ads run on YouTube for people to find your business, but you're not going to go and pay and put up billboards all over major cities. So, yes, businesses are about making money at the end of the day. If they don't make money, they don't stay open, and you have nothing to buy. So it is a carousel of doom. So if they could cut out the middleman, which is the stores, they're going to. You may not like it, and I'm not saying that you have to like it, but to be in shock of like, how could they do this? How could they lay off so many, employees, and they're so evil? It's because it works. And it does work. No one can tell me, oh, that's never going to work. Look at Visible. Visible is a company that is sustained very well. It's never opened one brick and mortar store. The closest that it's even come to that was selling their SIM cards in Best Buy, I believe. You can get a Visible SIM kit in Best Buy. That's Best Buy paying the rent there. That's Best Buy paying the electric bill there. They don't pay the electric bill there. So, I'm getting relaxed here now. So when you think about it, Visible is an in-app phone service. Mobile X is an in-app phone service. Google Fi is an in-app phone service. So to see companies like Verizon wanting to go all in on that, seeing T-Mobile doing the same thing, wanting to go all in on that, eventually AT&T will do the same thing. It's not a surprise. You should integrate discussions about robots. I can only imagine companies like Tesla. Oh, you want to have that conversation right now? Sure, we can have that conversation right now, because this is where AI is going. Like robotics is part of this I don't want to call it industrial revolution, but it's like a second wave of industrial revolution. You see, when I go, and some people think I'm an asshole for this, but when I go and I tell people, get a job, like I see people talk about complaining about food stamps and stuff like that. I'm not making fun of them that they get food stamps. I don't care if people get food stamps. When I say get a job, it's not to say stop living off my dime, because we do know where food stamps come from. Everybody that's working, part of their taxes that the federal government taxes them goes towards these programs. I don't care about that. I don't. The reason why I say get a job, it's not to get you off food stamps. It's to stop companies from saying, hey, US Gov, here's our proof. Nobody wants to work. Everybody wants to be on welfare. Everybody wants to get government checks. They want to live free. They want Uncle Sam to be their daddy. Uncle Sam is going to be your daddy now. So we would like the green light to convert some of our centers. We want to build in robotics. We want to buy robots from companies like Tesla, who have demonstrated that their robots can do manual labor. These machines will be powered by AI. This is why the race to AI intelligence is so important. Because the winner, the one who crosses that finish line, which is looking like Google, is going to have dominance over that sector. AKA Skynet. Remember, Skynet is Genesis. Remember that. So that's what I'm saying. You have robotics, you have AI, white collar jobs are obviously a major threat, right? Because you don't need robots sitting at call centers to take calls. You can just have a bunch of, computers high powered enough to allow AI individually to run on that machine, take the calls, take the chats, and just think about it. AI could be so sophisticated and intelligent and multitasking. It can take a phone call and communicate with a customer. We know it can, okay? But people are just like, oh, I would know if I was talking to AI. No, you wouldn't. One word, duplex. Anybody remember Google Duplex? Does anyone remember it? Like, to be quite honest, does anyone remember Duplex? I'll share. Google Duplex was Google sharing that its assistant could make calls on your behalf to schedule appointments. So you wanted a haircut. So you would say the hotkey. You would initiate the assistant. You would tell the assistant to make me a haircut appointment at Supercuts this Saturday at 9 a.m. If they don't have a 9 a.m. open, anywhere between 12 noon and 5 p.m. would be fine. And in background, your digital assistant would call the establishment. It would conversate with the employee at Supercuts. And the employee at Supercuts, you can YouTube this and listen to the demo. The Supercuts employee didn't even know they were talking to a digital AI assistant. They did not. Because the AI assistant had a lot of human mannerisms. Like, I remember it so well because it was like one of my favorite things at I/O. I think it was like in 2020 or 2021, one of those times. But anyways, so the person so the digital assistant was making a haircut appointment for the customer, and the lady answered, and then so they were like, the assistant was like, yeah, I'm just I'm trying to schedule an appointment for, and then it says the name of the customer, and it's like, for something available at 10 a.m. just for a basic haircut. And then the lady was like, okay, let me, she was like talking to the assistant, not even though it was an assistant that she was talking to, and was booking a reservation. And the assistant had human manners. Like the lady was like, just give me 1 second while I pull up the schedule. And then the assistant responded with, like, what the? I'm not kidding. YouTube, Google Duplex demo, and watch it. Even making a restaurant reservation, there were some things that the assistant couldn't really pick up on in talking to a live human on the call, but some things it was able to. And it was that good that the people, and they said it, the people that they called did not even know they were talking to a digital assistant. Now that was back in the beginning of 2020, 2021, around there. 2022. Okay. We're in 2025 where, AI has advanced far more than what it was 4 years ago. So just imagine how good Duplex is now. Just imagine. In so many different languages it can speak. Yeah, so they can literally have white collar jobs like bank teller jobs, like call center jobs, even reception jobs, being a receptionist. All those could be covered by AI without the need of a physical body form. Places like Amazon's warehouse, Target's warehouse, Walmart warehouse, they can buy robots. They can buy these robots with pretty damn good actuators and everything, hydraulic systems and all, enough to lift 300 pounds, 400 pounds. The best part and the beauty part is of having, robots governed by AI to do blue collared work. The coolest thing about it from a business perspective is that you don't have to pay for paid lunches. You don't have to pay for breaks. You don't have to pay sick time. You don't have to pay vacation time, because robots don't take vacations. Robots can get sick with a virus, and that just can easily come with the software engineer's ability to repair the software, find the bug and annihilate it, or just patch the software program. Robots don't need to eat. Robots don't need to take a 15-minute break to smoke a cigarette or to vape. No. There is no laws that says cruelty to robots by making them work 24 hours. We're not in the days of iRobot yet, where apparently robots have feelings. But, yeah. AI and robots are the future. But the question is, where do we get the energy to supply this technology? We have the energy today. We have those that are smart enough to figure out the energy for tomorrow. I mean, if I was to have a legion of Tesla robots to work construction, right? To just do construction work on the highways and stuff like that. Silicon carbon batteries would be pretty decent because, you know, you can have a higher capacity battery that's small. It's not huge. It's not brick and bulky, so you don't have to worry about it like sticking out. And yes, charge times, of course, you would have to plug it in and everything like that for it to recharge up. But to make sure that it can work throughout the day, I would even on the exoskeleton of the body in several places install solar charging pads using the sun's energy to constantly charge that battery for those robots. So really the robots are only really using the full power capacity of their battery at night when there is no solar energy to charge them. But during the day, there's solar energy to charge them. Could you imagine an Amazon warehouse and all warehouses changing to like a greenhouse glass style building to allow the sun's rays in? And to allow these robots to be continuously charged throughout the day as they're mellowing about inside of the warehouse. It's insane. But there's ways to charge it. There's ways to keep it charged. You know. We need humans to answer the phones. Yes and no. Because the only reasoning that you would need humans to answer the phones is because you need them to relate with you on a human level. You need empathy, which technically on a call, when you're calling into like Verizon or T-Mobile, empathy is not really something that's needed. It's something to make the call go easy. Like they teach this to care reps, human care reps, that you must be empathetic. You must kind of put yourself in the customer's shoes when you're dealing with issues. But the problem with humans and call center work is that they cross that line between empathy and sympathy. Empathy is understanding what someone has gone through, so you know why they're frustrated and angry, and you're going to try in a system and fix the issue at hand, but you're still going to adhere to company policy. And sympathy is where you're going to break the rules to satisfy a customer who's distraught and angry. And that's what they don't want. Now, if AI can emulate human emotions on a call, it can emulate empathy and never cross that boundary of sympathy. So if someone calls in and says, I couldn't make a 911 phone call and almost, lost my grandfather, AI can empathize, yeah, that's, that's a very big concern. You need to reach emergency services. And this is what we're going to do. Let me look at your account. Let me see what I can do to make this right. And then we'll go in and maybe give like a $50 credit. A customer can say, nah, I want $500 in credit because we almost lost a family member. A person who breaks that boundary of empathy to sympathy and just gives in to the customer would credit them to $500. The AI assistant that is taking the call won't. And that's what businesses want. So yeah, umpires and refs. Imagine AI-powered referees in the NFL field that have, lens, eyes that are like, these telephoto lenses, these capabilities to really just kind of zoom in on play-by-play and be able to see, was the runner down when he caught the ball? Was one knee touching the ground already? Was the ball dead at the 25-yard line, or is it a touchdown? They'll have better accuracy to be able to call those plays. So having as an umpire, as a referee, robots can easily replace us. Like, I'm not for robots replacing us. I'm just telling you guys the realization, what's really happening, that everyone's turning a blind eye to because we're busy worrying about Diddy Oil and all these other things that goes on the internet. We're not paying attention to what these companies are doing. This is why when you got millions of Americans who try to live off Uncle Sam and all its benefits and don't want to work a job, this is why you don't see places like Amazon, Apple, Google, Meta. You don't see them trying to create huge incentives to get people back into the workforce. They want you to continue your championing for getting assistants to stay at home. They want you to stay at home because then they can replace you with AI and robotics. And once they do that, once they can convert the labor force to it, where all they would need is like 10% of the U.S. population, and those would be the cybersecurity team and the software engineer team and the engineers for robotics. Those are the people that are going to maintain actual jobs, and they're going to get high-paying jobs because they don't want these guys to sabotage the system. They want them to work with the system. So a high-paying job, which is still less than what they're paying for brick and mortar stores and for millions of employees under their belt. That's what we're going to get. And what happens to the human race? Well, now we succumb to a government because that's the only way we're going to get any type of help. Right? Unless you're skilled and you want to build things for yourself, or you want to be a chef yourself, but then they can outlaw you selling food out of a food truck or anything like that because you're not a robot. And only robots can cook the food because they can assure that no one's going to get food poisoning by the robot being able to detect that there's harmful bacteria in the ingredients that they're about to cook with, and then they can just toss those things out. So no one's going to get food poisoning anymore. Nobody's going to get unbalanced proportion food. So human tries to do it, and you can't get licensed to sell food. You can't get a license to sell food out of a food truck. You're dismissed. You can't do that. You can try to build little knickknacks and stuff like that here and there. Maybe you might be able to barter. You could barter and trade somebody for something that you want that they have, or maybe some credits and stuff like that. Why do you think they're conditioning children to understand how debit cards work, to understand how credit cards work? Everything is in a condition to talk and to put all this jargon in our kids' heads so they understand credits, because when they start rolling out credits and they start getting rid of tangible stuff like actual dollars that you can hold in your wallet, everything's going to be on a digital surface. This is why the government never shut down cryptocurrency and in fact joined it with their own coin in the market of crypto. Is because they want everybody to move towards everything being digital. It's easier for AI that can, do a brute force attack on your digital bank wallet and seize all your digital money because you did not comply with what they wanted. I'm not trying to scare folks with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, what ifs. I'm not. But this is the reality that some people are afraid of. And this seems like the road that we've been traveling down for the last couple of years, and we cannot be oblivious to it. So going back to what started this conversation with Gene about, people being laid off and how it sucks. Yes, it absolutely sucks. But when you have a mass group of people that don't want to work, that take to social media to share their frustrations about not getting food stamps and not getting Section 8, not getting none of those things anymore, and they say it openly, I don't want to work. Well, you've just opened Pandora's box to allow big corporations to do something that saves them a lot of money, because we won't stop shopping Amazon, and we won't stop shopping Walmart. We won't stop shopping Target, Ross, any of these places. We're not going to stop shopping from them because they have the goods that we need. Food, clothing, things that make our day-to-day life easier. They have it. We have to buy it from them. Otherwise, we would be building it ourselves. And that's the cold reality of it. That is the absolute cold reality. Let me catch up with some of these comments here. Michael C2 in the house. That these companies don't provide jobs to humans, nobody will have enough money to buy stuff for them. It's a consumption-based economy. They need a labor force. They do need a labor force, and they can replace that with robotics, as I said. That's the problem with quarterly profits. And yep, I see where you're going with this. Well-paid employees ultimately become their consumers. AI bubble is going to be painful. It absolutely is. And let me ask you guys, if in 10 years from now, we live in a world, in a society where AI is governing everything, robotics has taken over blue-collar jobs, and, we're kind of like, forced into the modern day, you know what word comes after that. If I decide to revolt and stand up and battle, who stands with me? Comment the hand emoji if you would stand with me. Like in Terminator, when John Connor led the resistance against the machines. Who stands with me in that resistance? Because yes, it's a very scary thing. Straight Talk has some good deals. Like, yeah, I think that Android 16 is out, although some phones are still on 15 or earlier. Yeah, of course they are. Android fragmentation is still a real thing, and it still sucks. Yeah, no. I mean, we as humans, we're social creatures. We are social creatures. We have to be social. We have to talk to fellow humans. We have to go to a place and congregate, whether it's doing labor work, or if it's doing something relaxing, or like the gym and working out. Like, yes, we need to be social. Like, we just can't sit at home and do nothing. You know what I mean? We need to build a force now. People need to be educated now, but just imagine if you can't get people on the same page to really understand, about all the topics being discussed today. They're so easily divided, and people don't even realize it. The whole stuff about the gender stuff, the whole stuff about, political sides, all these things are shoved in your face on Facebook, X, and all these places. Why? To divide you guys. Because they know you guys don't agree on the same things. This is nothing new. Like what's happening today with the American citizens and, and then illegals coming into the country. This is not anything new. This was going on in the 90s. This was going on in the 80s. This was going on in the 70s and the 60s. This has been going on for a long time. Political point of views, demis and republics. Like they've always been battling. Okay. This is nothing new. All right. What's new is that we have social media, which lets everybody put their views in the forefront. And then we all act like children. And it's like, you have to listen to my perspective. I am a conservative. You must listen to me. And if you disagree, I am going to cancel you. And then the same thing comes with liberals. Like, oh my God, you're insensitive to us and you don't care and you shame and this and that. You're evil. You're the R word. And, everything in the book, and when I see you, I am going to get in your face and cuss at you in front of your kids. Like, they bring out the animal in us, and then they pit us against each other, and then they laugh, they watch, because yeah, we're all smart enough to know when we're being played. The problem is that we've already been played. They done played everybody in this country from the very beginning and put everyone against each other, and now people are so willing to battle. Some people who just can't physically fight. And I'm not being mean, I'm telling the truth. Some people who are scared to physically fight, scared to physically confront people, have found a way to be villainous the way that they would have been physically by using the internet, to do some very harmful, nasty things to people. All right. And it makes them feel like they have power. Makes them feel like that they're in control, and they don't see the extent of damage they do to somebody because they're not witnessing the damage being done. Versus someone who stands off one on one in a physical fight, you can physically see the damage you're causing somebody in a fist fight. Especially if you're winning the fight, that you've blacked their eye and made it swollen. You've split their lip and it's gushing blood, and their nose is just snotting out blood and boogies. But because you're the one with your fist clenched, just pounding away at them until they're knocked out. Those online, they can't see the damage of what they do. And so, yes, they've played all of us. And you know what? I'm not here to wake people up out of it, because there isn't waking up anyone out of it. People want to be malicious and vicious to each other. There is no brotherly love, sisterly love. There is none of that anymore between American citizens. There's not. There's how can I get you canceled, and how can I hurt you without having to feel the consequences of hurting you? Because once I hurt you online, I could just shut off my computer and know nothing about you, and whatever else you face, that's on you. They don't have to feel the guilt. No one's going to go and fly them, 2,000 miles away to confront the person that they hurt online, to show them hey, what you did got them fired from work. So now they're moving out of their house because they lost their house, and they're going homeless, and their kids got taken away because they can't provide for their kids. And all that was done on the back of you playing around on a keyboard because you wanted to have some fucking fun and fuck with people's lives. People don't think when it's online stuff. They just do. because they don't have to face the consequences. That's the reality of what we live in today. So yeah, we're going to continue to get played until people actually can think and realize those in power, those that line their pockets with money, those that they follow because they think they're championing for them. When they finally realize that these people don't give a fuck about you and that you're on your own and the only people that will even care about you is your neighbor and the people around you, the ones you're fighting against, then you'll learn. But probably by then it'll be too late. I don't know. Anyway, like I said earlier, for someone that's like, what laptop do I use? Here you guys go. This is the laptop that I use. Well, let me get Pixel 4 and 10 out the way. Pixelbook, the OG Pixelbooks, not the Pixel Slate. I know that's a laptop. Well, it's a 2-in-1 laptop. This one, they can consider it a 2-in-1 because it can. I mean, it literally, you can fold this thing around. Get my phones out of the way here because I don't want to knock them off the table. But yeah, I mean, like literally, you can like just like open this up. And then completely fold it around. Only thing that sucks about this, though, I don't like, is that you don't have many spots to hold on the back of this thing because the keyboard is there. I mean, the keyboard is disabled, but I don't like holding and pushing keys that I can like accidentally wear out and then it becomes really bad. So yeah, but this is the laptop that I use mostly when I leave the house. I have the Pixelbook Go. That stays home. I don't take that with me, but that stays home and, I do whatever I want to do on it. But yeah, no one wants me to sign in. That's right. I power wash my Pixelbooks, I think like every 6 months just to free up clutter and stuff like that. So then that way, it'll run better. The only thing that sucks about it is that I have to keep downloading these emulators that I use to play games on, with my Stadia controller, and paired that with this, and I play some games on the go. And yeah, so anyways, but that's what I use for a laptop. And it's, I'm not bugged by it. People be like, oh, it's a Chromebook. It's just, I only browse the internet and then read and then watch media. Really is what I do. I don't do anything that requires me to like if I'm going to flash a phone, let's put it that way. If I'm going to flash a smartphone with a custom ROM, I'm using my PC to do that. I'm not going to use a laptop that could be underpowered and, something can go wrong. Maybe like I don't notice that the battery is like near dead and it just like cuts off in the middle of flashing the ROM and then it bricks my phone. Like, no, I use a PC plugged into a wall, ample power to be able to do what I need to do. Yeah, so my Pixelbooks is just for media consumption and, reading and research and stuff like that. So, anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all that I got for you guys today. If you guys, want to, I put a link in the chat for you guys, just go, check it out. For the Black Friday deals and whatnot. And, yeah. If you guys enjoyed what I had to say in today's live stream, hit the like button. Hype my videos up too as well. I don't think you can hype live streams, but you can hype like the videos that I posted up. And there should be one that has moved from members only to public now, so you guys can catch that video. Yeah, I know you have a Samsung. You have a Samsung Chromebook with LTE. That's nice. That's nice. But you guys have a blessed weekend. Next week, there's not really much going on because of Thanksgiving. So maybe I'll do like a mobile live stream from my phone, just hanging out or whatever, chilling or whatnot. But no podcast next week at all. I want you guys to enjoy your Thanksgiving and not worry about stuff. But there will be videos posted. So videos will post up. I got some videos that I'm going to start setting to Premiere. I've already made these videos. They're just got to get pushed live for you guys to watch. So all right, guys, you guys be cool, be safe, love you guys very much. And I'll do maybe I'll do one podcast, but it'll be a Thanksgiving live stream just to hang out with you guys and talk. Not on Thanksgiving Day, maybe Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and we can have some holiday fun and stuff like that. That'd be pretty awesome. But I'll let you guys know. Pay attention to the community tab here on the channel, and you'll know what's coming for you guys. Okay, I'm talking too much. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Have a great day. Happy Friday. Because it's Aloha Friday. No work till Monday. I can't sing for shit. Peace.